Opinion Operation Sindoor India showed it can decimate Pakistan's airbases in hours. Of Pakistan's 21 airbases, 13 are classified as flying bases responsible for operational combat roles. India under Operation Sindoor disabled 11 within 48 hours, effectively incapacitating almost 80% of Pakistan's aerial combat readiness. The rapid degradation of operational runways, radar installations, hangars, and support infrastructure meant Pakistan could not sortie fighter jets or coordinate effective air defenses across its territory. The remaining functional bases were either overwhelmed or forced into a defensive crouch, prioritizing survival over retaliation. This unprecedented neutralization of air power within such a short time frame stands as a modern-day benchmark in electronic warfare, precision targeting, and coordinated air and ground operations. The strikes were also deeply symbolic and demonstrative. They were not destructive in the sense that they did not destroy these air bases completely. They served a tactical purpose and conveyed a strategic message to the Pakistani military establishment. By selectively damaging rather than completely destroying critical infrastructure across Pakistan's most fortified and high-value air bases, India showcased its capability to penetrate layered defenses, gather precise intelligence, and execute strikes at will. These attacks symbolized India's escalation of dominance and its technological edge in surveillance, missile guidance, and air superiority. For Pakistan's armed forces, the attacks on air bases adjacent to Islamabad Nur Khan, nuclear storage facilities Sargat Ha, and strategic forward bases Skardu were a stark demonstration that no asset, no matter how fortified or politically sensitive, was beyond India's reach. It underlined a psychological shift that India is not merely reacting but shaping the battlefield proactively. This calibrated restraint, striking with precision while avoiding complete annihilation, left Pakistan with no viable counter-strike option, while giving space for de-escalation. It was a demonstration of a new kind of power, which used sophisticated targeting technology with intelligence and ballistic power, to hit anywhere it wanted. Even at targets considered well protected and immune to conventional ground or aerial attacks. Remember, every Pakistani airbase was on high alert, with all their defense systems active and deployed. There was subterfuge involved in the Indian attacks. It was not some hidden attack, it was precision-guided weaponry, directed by advanced technology. While some quarters of the US government and the president publicly claimed credit for the ceasefire, attributing it to behind-the-scenes diplomacy, such assertions only present part of the picture because they are claiming the impact of an outcome that has multiple variables. The real impetus behind Pakistan's request for a ceasefire was not just diplomatic pressure but its current military reality. The strikes exposed the Pakistan Air Force's vulnerability and its inability to defend its sovereign airspace against Indian precision targeting. With its strategic infrastructure penetrated and its command and control grid fragmented, Pakistan's leadership recognized that its defenses had been neutralized and were open to further attacks. The outreach to Washington was largely performative, a face-saving measure to conceal the gravity of Pakistan's military collapse under Indian pressure. The degradation or the impact of these strikes on Pakistan's aerial combat and defense capabilities, leading to a strategic advantage for India, contributed to Pakistan's decision to agree to a ceasefire. Between May 8 and 10, 2025, the IAF targeted the following Pakistani air bases: Nur Khan Chuklala as the nerve center of Pakistan's Air Mobility Command, and located adjacent to Rawalpindi and Islamabad. This base houses critical assets such as the Saberi-I airborne early warning systems and IL-78 refueling aircraft. Its targeting disrupted Pakistan's strategic coordination and sent a direct signal by striking a base in close proximity to the nation's capital and military headquarters. Sargat Ha PAF base Musharraf serving as the hub of the Central Air Command, Sargat Ha is one of Pakistan's most critical military installations. It hosts the Combat Commanders School, where the Skybolts operate Das Alt Mirage 35 aircraft and the Dashings fly Chengdu F-7P jets, often parked in the open. The base is also home to No. 9 and No. 19 squadrons, which operate F-16 of Block 15 jets, mostly stationed in hardened shelters. Additionally, No. 24 Squadron, which flies French-built Das Alt Falcon 20-based electronic warfare aircraft, is based here. The base is believed to store a significant number of Pakistan's nuclear warheads and M11 missiles, making it a high-value strategic target. Jacobabad Shahbaz Air Base housing F-16 fighters and critical infrastructure, this base suffered significant destruction from Indian BrahMos air-launched cruise missiles. The damage further strained Pakistan's already stretched fighter fleet. Masroor Air Base Karachi, the largest airbase in Pakistan and possibly in Asia by area, PAF base Masroor was also targeted. Located in the Morapur area of Karachi, it hosts the 32 Tactical Attack Wing comprising 4 squadrons: No. 2 MR, No. 4 U, No. 7 Ta, No. 8 Ta, and No. 84 SAR. These units operate JF-17 Thunder, ZDK-03 AEWC Karak Oram Eagle, Mirage IIEA Rose 1, Mirage 5 PA-23, Mirage Thuride 5F, and Alouette 3 aircraft. Its strategic location plays a key role in defending Pakistan's southern and coastal regions. Sukkur Air Base, the IAF successfully destroyed a hangar housing multiple Chinese-made Winglong 2 WL2 UCAVs at PAF base Sukkur, using Rampage air-launched ballistic missiles ALBMs deployed from Jaguar Daran II strike aircraft. The entire hangar collapsed, rendering the UAVs inoperable. This facility, recently constructed with Chinese assistance, was intended to target Indian strike corps formations in western sectors. Its neutralization underscores the precision capability and tactical awareness of Indian targeting operations. Skardu Air Base located near Gilgit-Baltistan, Skardu is used to launch operations against Srinagar and other strategic points in Jammu and Kashmir. The Indian strike heavily damaged the base, degrading its ability to serve as a forward operating post. Other bases targeted include Rafiki, Murid, Sialkot, Pasrar, Chinian, and Polari. These played roles in fighter deployments, radar coverage, drone operations, and regional logistics. Their destruction undermined Pakistan's integrated aerial defense grid. In response to a massive Pakistani drone assault using approximately 500 low-cost UAVs, India activated its multi-layered air defense system dubbed Sudarshan Chakra, the Indian designation for the Russian S-400 Triumph system. The S-400S shot down most of the drones, demonstrating India's unmatched capability to neutralize large-scale swarm threats. Operating from strategically located batteries across northern and western India, Sudarshan Chakra neutralized drones, UAVs, and even longer-range threats with precision. India also intercepted a Fateh-II ballistic missile targeted at New Delhi. The missile was brought down over Sirsa, Haryana, by integrated systems combining S-400 and barricade layers. This marked the first real-world demonstration of India's capability to counter tactical ballistic missile threats. Swipe left for next video. Pakistan's air defense relies on about 21 airbases, of which 13 are flying bases. By disabling 11 of these within 48 hours, India effectively paralyzed over 80% of Pakistan's aerial combat and logistics capacity. The strikes also disrupted command and control infrastructure and left few viable runways for sustained air operations. The combination of precision strikes and an active defensive shield deterred a Pakistani counterstrike and revealed a significant asymmetry in readiness, reach, and resilience. The cumulative effect forced Pakistan into requesting a ceasefire, with its aerial warfighting infrastructure and command chain in disarray. Nankay Yatish Rajabhat is a public policy researcher and works at the Gurgaon-based Think and Do Tank Center for Innovation in Public Policy CIPP. Views expressed in the above piece are personal and solely that of the author. They do not necessarily reflect News 18's views. Latest blogs